If you want to know Jesus, you need to know the wisdom of God. That even what appears to be weakness is a divine strategy. That's why in your life, you may be going through a prison. It's later you will discover that prison is shortcut. How many years would they have taken Joseph to become prime minister? It would not have happened. All his brothers that were senior to him, they came to bow to him. So the prison was actually divine wisdom, and it was divine shortcut. You thought that Joseph was suffering. Joseph was not suffering. Joseph was going through a shortcut. And many years later, Joseph turned and looked at his brothers and said, you meant it for evil. God meant it for good. He sent me ahead of you to save a generation. So you want to see Jesus? You see him through the gospel. And when you see the gospel, you will see Jesus as the love of God. You will see Jesus as the wisdom of God. You will see Jesus as the power of God. And with these three things, nothing can bring you down. As I am now, there's nothing that I can ask God for. Because every time I come before God, I weigh what I want to ask with Jesus. Which one is bigger? Jesus is bigger. If he gave Jesus, he will give me. My prayer has finished. When I come before God, whatever I am going through, when I pray and God says it is well, I compare the calamity I'm going through as a channel of achieving what God said with the calamity Jesus went through and the channel it was to achieving what he was supposed to get. I realize that what I'm going through is nothing. It is divine wisdom. And when I go through anything and I consider the power that rose Jesus from the dead, I know that cancer is too small. Cancer can be dematerialized. I know that lameness is too small. I know that deafness is too small, because Jesus is the love of God. Jesus is the wisdom of God. Jesus is the power of God. And you will never have been able to see it except through the message of the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus. This is the foundation of our faith. That's why for anybody to receive anything from God, these truths must become real to him. What I'm sharing with you, it won't make sense until you go before God and you have a request. Believe me, if you have not understood the message and you have not been able to see the love, the wisdom, and the power of God, both your prayer and what you are asking for will look like nonsense to you.